Welcome to the Yard, episode 2. In this episode, we're going to get right to the cooking. Last episode, we had Harless here playing his guitar, killing it. So that's why I didn't want it to be 10-15 minutes long. I don't want to bore you that much. We do have over 250 people that watch that video as of right now. Stoked on it. Hopefully you like it. Hopefully you keep watching it. If not, you know what to do. Turn it off. Cheers. Kebabs ready, right here, ready to go on the grill. Make sure that you use the raw shrimp. The cooked shrimp is the pink stuff you get at the store. That's already cooked. You don't want that. You want the raw. And the shrimp cooks really quick, so we're looking at about 1 to 2 minutes per side. Our sausage is already cooked, so all we're going to do now is just cook up the shrimp and we're good to go. All your kebabs put together and get them ready for the grill, then you pour the love juice on it. This is a mixture of the rum, the brown sugar, and the butter that we made earlier. We just drizzle it over the top. Don't be shy. Get all the goodness in there. Welcome back to the Yard. I'm here with my guest for today, Paul Brashier from the Galway Hooker Band. How you doing, Paul?
I'm doing all right.
Good. Thanks for coming down and chatting for a couple minutes.
Nice to be here.
Good. You've been in a ton of bands. You're a punk rock legend in Southern California.
A ton of bands that went nowhere.
A ton of bands that went nowhere. What was the first band you were ever in?
First band I was ever in was called The Hoods. It was me, Ron Emery from TSOL, Steve Olson, the ex-pro skater, and our friend Brian Wassman. 1979. I think Ron was 16, Steve was 17, and I was 18.
Nice.
So
I think I was like 10.
I am old.
Grandpa here. What is your favorite band that you've ever been in?
My favorite band I was ever in, I had ever been in, or have ever been in, other than the Galway Hooker Band, was the Chiefs, I think.
The Chiefs.
Yeah.
The Chiefs. I'm sure a lot of you old-time punk rockers know who the Chiefs are. They played with Social Distortion, China White, TSOL, all the pioneers of punk rock. The Chiefs are right there with them.
Yeah, it was a good band. Awesome band.
What was the best show with the Chiefs you ever played?
I think we had a couple real good ones. I think China White, Social Distortion, and us at Whiskey was a real good show.
Nice.
We played with DOA at the Cuckoo's Nest. That was a real nice show. And then the summer of I want to say the summer of 1981, we played a show at Bard's Apollo with TSOL, Fear, The Crowd, China White, the Chiefs, and a band called Overkill.
Wow, what a lineup. That's a who's who of punk rock. If you could tell me, what's the difference between punk rock now and punk rock of the late 70s?
Punk rock in the late 70s, the difference between that and now is it was a lifestyle. That's what we did. We did that 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. We went to shows. We went to a show at the beginning, we stayed till the end. I mean, but you're going to see bands, you know, I mean, you're going to see bands, the Dickies opened up with the Cramps, or, you know, Dead Kennedys and DOA. I mean, it was, you know, The Damned, the Stiff Little Fingers, Sham 69, the Dead Boys, the Ramones. I mean, the list went on and on. I mean, you had the Bags playing with the Germs over at Club 88, or you know, there was an awesome show, you know, hanging out in Chinatown at Hong Kong Cafe. I mean, it was just there was something going on 7 days a week, and we lived in Long Beach, you know, and that's when Long Beach and Huntington Beach became a big merge. And you know, with the you know, Vicious Circle and TSOL and all that, Huntington Beach and Long Beach really merged. So I mean, we were traveling. You know, if we weren't doing shows at the Cuckoo's Nest, we were traveling. You know, carloads of kids up to Hollywood. You know, and going to the Whiskey and going to Club 88 and going to Chinatown. We were just going wherever. You know, so Starwood. But you know, it was a lifestyle. You know, we did that all the time. That's what we lived for, and there was a lot more, I want to say, camaraderie between punkers. You know what I mean? Yeah. Nowadays, it's like you go there and you stand by the pit, and there's a bunch of, you know, knuckleheads, skinheads, you know, big old huge muscle necks, standing in there, and they won't let anybody, you know, get in the pit, and they want to knock people down, and just they want to hurt somebody, you know. And that's not the way it was. I'm not saying there wasn't fights, you know. I'm not saying the Black Flag shows weren't crazy. They were, you know. There was a lot of fights, but you know, all in all, when you knocked somebody down, you picked them up, man, and it was just, you had that camaraderie going on where you don't have it today.
Nice.
So
nice, yeah. Good times for sure. If you were in the punk scene, you know what he's talking about. Now, this show is basically about cooking and people that I know. So I know that you grill a little bit. What's your favorite thing to cook?
I think my mom gave me a rotisserie, so I've been doing a lot of tri-tip on rotisserie.
Oh, nice.
So I mean, I use gas. I know Jason doesn't like gas. He's a non-gas guy. But you know what? It's I'm whatever's easiest. You know, I mean, I'm thinking about switching over to wood, but right now I have gas and I have a rotisserie, and we do these rotisseries. And for Christmas, I bought myself a fryer, a turkey fryer.
Nice.
So I fried a turkey.
How was it?
Awesome. Yeah. It was fucking unbelievable.
Yeah. I've never had one of those, but I hear it's like the best turkey.
Dude, it was unbelievable.
Yeah.
It was like 45 minutes for a 15-pound turkey,
yeah. And
it was just like when you cut into it, it was just super juicy, and it was really, really good.
That's awesome.
It was awesome.
Well, I want to thank my good buddy Paul, good friend of mine. We've known each other for 20 years. I didn't think we were in a band together with Todd Spencer and his little redheaded girlfriend for about 5 minutes.
For 5 minutes, yeah.
And about, right after I was in the Grabbers. Yeah, I'm name dropping now.
Yeah.
But that lasted for about 5 minutes, and I don't even think we had a name, did we?
No, I don't think so.
No. And then, you know, Paul's been in Two Burner Hot Plate. One of my favorite bands that I saw was the Skin Flicks with Rob Malachy.
Yeah, that was a good band. That was fun.
I was at Metal Art Country Club. I think my old band, P9 101, was even playing that night. And I hear this guy singing Ride On by AC/DC, the old blues rock tune. I look over, it's this guy singing. It was the best fucking version of Ride On I've ever heard in my life. So after he leaves the Galway Hooker Band, he'll join a AC/DC cover band and just blow everybody's mind.
Yeah, there you go.
Anyway, I want to thank Paul Brashier for coming down and spending a couple minutes with us. And remember, get out and see local music. Anything you want to say to the...
Yeah, you know, I mean, I agree with Jason. You know, you got to get out and see local music. You know, there's a band playing with us coming up here on, what is it, the 14th or 15th of December. It's a band called Nick Bone and the Big Scene. And he's a singer, and their acoustic guitar player, Jimmy. He played bass for the Yeehaws, the Screaming Yeehaws, and Nick was a singer for the Screaming Yeehaws, and their drummer played for the Screaming Yeehaws. And they had this kid, Richie, this kid from Tijuana that plays the most amazing guitar you've ever heard in your life. And he is just, they're just a really, really awesome band. You know, and like Jason always says, man, just, you know what, get out anywhere, any club in your area, and you should find an awesome band playing, man. But you got to get out, man. You got to support the scene. You got to support the local scene. You know, and we know that, you know, our shows are good because people come out and support us. You know what I mean? And if it wasn't for the people that came out, you know, we'd just be playing to ourselves. You know, and we've been playing with ourselves for a long time.
Well said. On that note, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Thank you very much for tuning in to episode 2 of The Yard. Hope you enjoyed it. We did a little cooking this time with my drunken shrimp kebabs. Hope you tried it at your house and really enjoyed it. Good stuff. Everybody will like it. Appetizers, main course, whatever you like. Also, hope you enjoyed the interview with legendary punk rock singer Paul Brashier and also the singer of the Galway Hooker Band. Next week, come back. We'll have some more great guests, cooking tips for you. And like always, please go out and support local music. Thanks again. Cheers.